Hey guys, this is Susan from Two Paper Sisters, and I thought I would come on today to talk about the sensory rice that Beth and I have been making. And we have a really great sensory starter kit for you guys. So if you're kind of new to sensory rice, you're not really sure what it's all about, this video is perfect. So with our sensory rice, we only use plant-based organic dye because we want every kid to be able to play with this and not have to worry about allergens or just any sort of like yuckiness from food grade dye. So when you get your sensory starter kit, what you get is 2 bags of rice, 2 cups of rice in one bag, sorry, 2 cups of rice. Here's blue, and then we have also red and green and yellow, which is what I'm gonna show you today. And if you saw our stories, you can see that we're now also making this really pretty lavender purple color. I mean, it's just gorgeous. But when you do your sensory starter kit, for $38, you get a box, you get your 2 cups of rice, you get a bowl and a scoop, so cute, right? You also get 3 beads, you get 6 beads, and they can be mixed colors or they might just be olive dark or olive natural, it just kind of depends. So you'll get those 6 beads. And then you also get 12 pages of activities that you can do with your kid. So we have like some CBC words and some like numbers. There's like letters that are in here, all kinds of fun stuff. So I'll talk a little bit about that today too. So to build your sensory box or sensory kit, you're gonna take your box and you're gonna take your 2 cups of rice and you're just gonna pour it right on in. Kind of shake it out, okay? So fun to play with. Actually, the most fun part is just setting up the box to invite your child to come play. My kids are big, but even so, I had one set up and they were like, can I play with this? And I was like, yeah. So I would put my bowl in here. I would put my scoop in here. And then I would go ahead and put my, beads in. I have this little handy dandy jewelry tray that I love from Michael's, which I also love. And it just holds all my sensory stuff in there. Anyway, and then this is set up and you could just invite your child to come and play. So you could say, hey bud, come on over and take a look. And then they can practice like scooping. They can pick up the rice, like practice like their pincher grip. They can put the rice inside the bowl. They can use the bowl to scoop here. You could also have them see how much rice will fit in the bowl, like how many scoops does it take in order to fill the bowl. You could also have them practice scooping the beads, and then you could see how many beads can they put in the bowl, how many fit. So this is I guess 4 is the max. So this is one way that you could set up your box to invite your child to come and play. The other thing you could do is you could take some of our cards that we have and you would cut them up. So you can see I've already started cutting here. And I am gonna go ahead and cut some letters out. And I'm gonna cut out the letters for my daughter's middle name. Her first name is Madeline, but her middle name is Ava. And she's named after the Madeline books, which I loved as a kid. And then her middle name, Ava, is actually from Ava Adore, the Smashing Pumpkins song. And my son's name, Corgan, is from Billy Corgan. But anyway, so I have all 3 letters cut out, and I would go ahead and just put them in the rice. A, V, A. And then I would just go ahead and invite her to find the letters. I would just go ahead and invite her to find the letters in order to spell her name. If I wanted to make it a little tricky, I could put in some extra letters, right? And then that way there's more for her to choose from, so that way I could really see how she's doing with her letter recognition. So that's one thing that you could do. You could also do something with the numbers. So we have 2 sheets of numbers, so that way you have plenty of ways to make different numbers because you have 2 sheets of 10. So maybe I wanted to put in the number 2 and the number 5. And then I could just ask my child to pick out 2 beads. Or can you put 2 beads in the bowl? So this is another way that you could play with it. Another thing that you could do is you could use this I Spy CVC card. So you can see that this is like consonant, vowel, consonant, cat, bat, hat, pig, hen. So with your cards, your letter cards, you will go ahead and cut out all of these little letters. Let me find it. Here we go. You would cut out these little letters and then you could hide them in the rice. So I prepped a little bit beforehand so that way you wouldn't have to watch me just cutting out letters because that might be a little boring. So here's my H, here's my E, here's my N, my cat. And maybe I take the beads out this time and I just have the letters that are in there. And then I would invite my child to take this sheet here and find the letters and just match them. And they would just go right on there. So C, A, T. And then now you can see, oops. Now you can see how they could just match. And they could just do that for all the rest of them as they go down. So we just created a lot of different ways for you to be able to use the sensory starter kit with your child. So for the $38, you get the box, you get the organically colored rice, and you get 12 pages of activities, the scoop, the bowl, and 6 wooden beads. It's a really great way to invite your child to play, an open-ended play, and it lets them create their own stories and explore and just kind of learn by doing instead of just getting all this information, right, from outside sources. The other thing we really like about this is that there's absolutely no screen time. So because of school and with the pandemic and all these changes and even just in like a normal day, this is a really nice way to just give a screen break to your kid and they will just play for hours. My sister's kids, her 2 daughters love this stuff. They play with it all the time. So we're really excited about it. And if you have any questions, please just give us a holler. Everything can be found on our website, twopapersisters.com. And we'll talk to you guys soon.